record.
Hi, Tina.
Hello, good evening. How are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing good too. Thank you for asking.
Yes. Okay. And then thank you for being here today and welcome to today's interview. By the way, my name is Marge and I'm gonna ask you some questions for me to know if you're a good fit for this job. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Great. Okay. So can you please tell me something about yourself first?
Okay, so I am Martina Robles, and I'm a licensed professional teacher from the Philippines. So I'm connected with the Department of Education, teaching mathematics and research subject to senior high school students. And on my off time, I'm doing some freelancing jobs online. For the first 6 years, I have been doing freelancing jobs mostly on the niche of content writing and link building. Specifically, mostly I'm on the SEO field. So I have wide skill sets on ICT, as well as I usually love working with numbers as well as words. So I am efficient, organized, and mostly I have been chant on doing things that usually play with words and numbers. So yeah, that's it.
Wow. That's very impressive. Okay. What are your strengths?
Okay, so I guess I mentioned earlier that I'm organized, efficient. Um, I actually mostly meticulous with rules. I usually do follow rules and actually enjoy working if I am given direction. So if other people would like to do their own thing in their own way, so myself, I usually enjoy doing things that has direction, has instruction. I usually do it on the dot. Actually, it's some kind of an OC on my part that I usually follow every step that is given. What else? So I love working with other people. So I guess it is one of my strong suit that I can easily work with other people, and I actually enjoy working with other people, especially with those people who can complement my skills. What else? I guess my strength is, yes, I have a wide range of ICT skills actually. So I guess it is one of my strengths. I also, what else? Yeah, that's all I can think as of now.
Great. Okay, that's great. How about your weakness or what do you consider as your weakness?
Okay, so weaknesses. I guess um, weaknesses. So I think I can think of my two biggest weakness. First is I always second guess myself, and I second guess my decision. If I decide on something, after I decided that, I think back and usually doubt if that decision is correct or not. And I also have a tendency to doubt my skills. And when I'm not motivated, I usually do procrastinate. And what else? As of really for a freelancing job, I'm not really good in designing. My aesthetic skills actually is not really par if you expect something like designing or photo editing or video editing. So I'm not really good at that.
Okay, so that's okay. Actually, I kind of relate with the this biggest weakness. So
Yeah.
maybe we're on the same, right? Okay. Are you a lifelong learner and what are you studying at the moment?
Yes, I am a lifelong learner, and I really do believe that everybody should not stop learning. And we don't stop learning if we stop breathing. So right now I am actually exploring Canva because I want to compensate my lack of skill on designing. And a few months back, I actually trying to learn French. So bonjour, mademoiselle. So I
Wow.
learned some words. It's really an interesting language, and it's very entertaining to learn them.
Wow. Okay. So how long have you been a freelancer and what made you decide to become one?
Actually, I have been freelancing for more than 6 years already. It's actually on and off, depending on my schedule and on the time that I have. So actually, the main or the major reason that I joined the freelancing world is, of course, the financial aspect of it. It's a really good way of getting extra money and paying your bills and preparing for the future on some investment. And it's really a lucrative job if you are really interested in doing it and if you have skills to do it, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And by the way, how many clients do you have so far, and what work have you done for them?
Actually, I can't remember how many of them. So in my early days as a freelancer, I actually worked on so many one-shot odd jobs. I can clearly remember my first job or my first freelancing gig was actually an algebra assignment before on the old site. It's called a free rent a coder, which is actually absorbed by freelancer.com right now. So I started on some jobs like that. Then I progressed on essay writing, I progressed on book reviews, product reviews, commenting, and so on. So actually, I couldn't count how many of them I got for that kind of jobs. And but I could remember like two clients which were really long-term clients. The first one, actually, I worked for them for about more than 2 years. So I usually work
Mm.
as a content writer and done some SEO jobs like link building and blog posting, something like that. Then the second longest job that I held as freelancer was more than 3 years. Actually, before I joined DepEd, I still work with them. After I joined DepEd, I still work with them for some few tasks. And usually I work with them as a content writer, mostly writing jobs.
Wow, that's a lot of experience. Okay. Um, what is your freelancer service specialization? And why did you choose that niche?
Definitely, I specialize on writing, especially in content writing and proofreading. Yeah, because I'm good at that actually. So I'm not trying to brag myself, but actually it is my strength. Writing is words and numbers actually is my strength. So I focus on that field.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so I just want to let you know that this project requires 30 hours per week. Okay, I just also want to know if you're available and what's your schedule like. Can you work in US time zone?
So as I said, I have a full-time job as a public school teacher. So as of now, I'm not available for that number of hours that you are requiring, because I'm only available at us from 6 o'clock p.m. to 11 p.m. in Philippine time. I guess if you're going to convert that on the AST, that would be from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. in the morning in your time zone. So I don't know if we could work with that schedule. Um, Maybe we could if you just arrange on that. But as of now, I'm not available to work for 30 hours in a week because of my full-time position as a teacher.
Yeah. By the way, there's no problem with the time zone. I just want to know if you're available just in case. But we do allow, yes, we do allow you to work in your own time zone.
That's great. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Okay. So, okay, by the way, sometimes we work as a team here. Okay, so I just want to know also that if you are a team player, can you work with teams or do you prefer working alone?
Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, it is one of my strongest suit, which is to work with other people. So yes, I actually enjoy or love working with other people who actually complement my skills, because I do believe everybody, and as I said, no man is an island. You need, either you like it or not, you have to work with other people. So I do believe that I'm really good at working with other people. In my previous jobs, I never had experience in not getting well with my coworkers.
Okay, that's great. Okay, and so what is your service fee range for this project requirement?
Uh, I usually work at around $5 to $7 per hour. So if I'm working on article writing, I usually charge from $2 in 100 to 150 words. Actually, my services would, or my fee would differ from different projects depending on the complexity of the project and how much time and effort I need to put on that particular project.
Great. Okay. And what is your long-term goal as a freelancer?
Okay, so actually, this is actually my dream. My dream as a freelancer is actually to make a reputation in the freelancing world, that if a client hear my name, if they hear Martina Robles, they know it's a top caliber kind of a freelancer. So long-term goal, that's it. Because if you establish excellence, all of it will follow. Client, rates, type of jobs, and so on, it will follow if you could establish your position in the field as you are the best on your niche. So I guess that is my long-term goal as a freelancer.
Okay, great. I wish you luck on that. Okay. And by the way, okay, so I know we have posted already our job description, but still, I just want to know if you understand the job requirements and description.
Yes, absolutely. I know that you are looking for an administrative assistant that would work on your calendar and scheduling management. So you probably need someone that is adept in secretarial job or executive duties, such as note taking and seeing to it that the schedule and the calendar would actually match to what the boss's needs. And actually, you also mentioned in your post that you need somebody who is really good or have a strength or good skills in office applications and technology.
Yes. Okay. Um, how about negative feedback? How do you take it?
Actually, I take negative feedback positively. So I guess everybody should take negative feedback positively, because it is how we grow. It is how we learn more. So without negative feedback, we won't grow. So positive feedback is our opportunity to gain more knowledge, to experience things, and to grow and to expand yourself, to grow and to be positive. I know it is a painful process actually. If you read a negative feedback or receive a negative feedback, it is a painful process, but it is what we need in order for us to grow.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, great. Okay, so before we end this interview, do you have any questions about the project or to me?
Okay. So I guess I have three questions. The first question is, what challenges should I expect in case I have the job? And what tips can you give me if on how to become efficient on this job, and when should I start?
Oh, great question. Well, as a VA, okay, there might be some urgent tasks that you need to deliver a day or two, okay, before the deadline. So this is also to avoid losing and having arguments with our customers. So you must be flexible and reliable and can handle issues easily. So as soon as we hire you and train you, okay, we believe you can do the task with less supervision and having attention to detail. Okay, so actually those are my tips on how to be effective in this job. And when should you start? Okay, so after this interview, we will be having another meeting. Okay, once you get hired, and there will be lots of things to be discussed. Okay, it will also include the walkthrough process and everything on our job description. And of course, before that, you must have proper training, which we also be provided. Okay. So I guess this is all for now. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you so
Let
much
me.
for your time and for the tips. It's very well appreciated.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Let me just complete the other interview so I can carry out the decision. Okay. Are you satisfied with your experience with us?
Yeah, very much.
Wonderful. Okay. Thank you so much for your time, Tina. We will disclose the results soon.
Okay, thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, so stop recording now.